Part 17. We are going to continue with distance time graphs. You will find this on page 159 in the Namibian Mathematics Grade 9 textbook, y equals mx plus c to success. Let's look at example 21. Siegfried left school at 15:30. On his way home, he stayed at his friend's house before going home on his bicycle. The travel graph shows this information. For how long did he stay at his friend's house? At what time did Siegfried arrive at his friend's house? And then his sister left school at 15:45 and walked home at 3 kilometers per hour, the speed. Show this journey accurately on the travel graph. Okay, let's start. The first thing we will do is to find out the scales. Now, if we start with the x-axis. Now, if you look there, up to there, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks. Can you see? 6 blocks. So it's 30 minutes. So it's 30 minutes because from half to 16, it will be 30 minutes. And that divide by 6, so it's 5 minutes per block. What does it mean? It means that is 5. So 15:35. That is 10. 15:40 and so on. Let's look at the y-axis. Now the y-axis, the first unit is 1. And how many blocks are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1 divided by 5. So it's 0,2 kilometers per block. What does it mean? It means that this one is 0,2. This one, now I count in multiples of 0.2. So it's 0.4 and so on. Okay. Now, let's start with the first question. For how long did he stay at his friend's house? Now, he walks home, friend, back again home. So he's staying at his friend's house. I can count these blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is just going to be 9 times that 5 minutes per block. And that's going to give me 45 minutes at his friend's house, or 3/4 of an hour. Okay. Now, at what time did Siegfried arrive at his friend's house? Remember, he arrived there. So that was exactly at 4 o'clock. Okay, reading from the graph. 1600 hours is 4 o'clock. And now the last one, number C. His sister left school at 15:45. This is very important, okay? And walk home at 3 kilometers. Show the journey accurately on the travel graph. Now, First, work out the time his sister's journey took. When you have to draw on a graph, usually you need to work out the time taken first. So how do I work out time? Remember my triangle? Can you remember? Distance, speed, time. So time is distance divided by speed. Now remember, she's also walking from school home, so the distance will also be 2 kilometers. But her speed is 3 kilometers per hour. So that is going to give me 2 divided, so it's 0,6666 hours. But to go from, can you still remember? Hours, minutes, seconds. So that's 60, 60. So to go from hours to minutes, you multiply it with 60. So take the 2/3, multiply 60, and she will take 40 minutes. Okay, now when did she start? So let's first see. She started at 15:45. Now, okay, there was 15:35, 15:40. So 15:45 will be there. And she's not stopping. And she takes how long? 40 minutes. Now, 40 minutes divide by 5 just to see how many blocks I will take. So if I say 40, and I divide by 5 just to see. So it's going to be 8 blocks. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then it's going to be there. And then I just take my ruler. And I just, that's not the ruler. Okay. I take my ruler. And let's just see on this graph if it's correct. So if we move it up, 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 can you see? It's just there. So she will arrive home. She's going to arrive at that 16:30. So 16:25. That's the time she will arrive home. Okay. What do I want you to do? I want you to do for me, try now 21, and I want you to do number 1. You can stop the video, and as soon as you are finished, you can continue with the video. Okay, let's start. Try now 21. Number 1. Okay, let's read. 2 friends, Quentin and Franco, went on a cycle ride. Part of the distance time graph for their journey is shown below. There's Quentin and Franco, both the same, on the same speed. And then nothing, and there's back home. So we have to read this question. For the first part of the journey, they cycle at the same speed. Find their speed for the first part of the journey. Okay, so how do I calculate speed? Speed, okay, you remember your DSTV? It's distance divided by time. So what is the distance? Oh, that's 10 kilometers. And what is the time? It looks exactly like 1 hour. So that's kilometers, that's hours. So it is 10 kilometers per hour. Okay. So at 11, they stop for half an hour. Show this on the graph. Okay. They're going to stop for half an hour. But let's just see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So every block is counting 15 minutes. So if they stop for half an hour, it's just 2 blocks. There is the 2 blocks. Okay. Both of them stop. So they stop. Show this on the graph. So it's just that little line. Can maybe just clean this one. Okay. Now let's go on. They continue on their ride, and at 12:45 they were 16 kilometers from home. Okay. So what are they going to do at 12:45? Let's just find 12:45. So 12:45, that's 12:15, 12:30, 12:45 will be here. And they are 16 kilometers from home. So if we go, let's just do that one. I just want to show you. So if we're going to, this is, so if we're going to say 20, okay, remember distance from home, 20. So it's 16 kilometers from home. So it's basically, no, I'm not going to do a calculation. It's not necessary. Let's just clean that. So we have 12:45. There's my 12 and 12:45, and I'm going up to 16. Can you see there? So basically, I'm just going to take that line and continue it up to there. Still riding along. Okay. So show this part of the journey on the graph. They stop again and then had a race going home. For how long did they stop? It's again, okay, stop. So I have to again draw that line in. So for how long did they stop? Okay, so it's number D, and it's the first one. So they stop for, oh, let's just get the pen correct. For 30 minutes, because it's 2 blocks and 1 block is counting 15 minutes. Okay, and then who won the race? So let's just see. There's Franco and there's Quentin. So Quentin arrived home before Franco, so definitely it's going to be Quentin. And then, what was the total length of their journey? Now, remember, they only went up to 16 kilometers. So basically, it's just going to be the 16 to, as well as the 16 back, and their journey was just 32 kilometers. Okay.